Well, well, well. Back again. Back again. And yeah, I think we are live and direct from the rolling hills of Morayshire in bonny Elgin, right? Little old Elgin. And we have people watching. So fantastic. It's great to have you and post anything commented a wee while back now. And by the sounds of that, it will be early morning in Australia. So the majority of our listeners from down under will be fast asleep, hopefully not having any nightmares, right? But I guess the real nightmare is when you wake up to the fucking tyranny and think, okay, I will go back to bed. Fuck it. Who else have we got? Quite a few people chatting away. So that is great. I Spy Sky is back again. Great to have you. And also a channel that I recommend you check out, if not already, right? Who else have we got? SZ in the house. Yep, we're here now. We are live. There is no more waiting, right? Hip, hip, hooray. And we have a few bits today to get into. So fear not, it won't just be me speaking a load of shit, although that will basically be the case, to be honest. Who else have we got? Lady G, great to have you. Yep, the Friday fix. It will be here tomorrow. So look forward to that one. Thank you for popping in and for the comment, right? Surprises. Yeah, good ones are good, but bad ones, not so much, right? So hopefully it's a nice wee surprise. Although this is the third live stream now. So where have you been, right? But obviously, people will eventually catch up. And as always, it's a bit relaxed. And yeah, we will look at a few bits and see what's happening, what's going on in the chat. It's great to see people communicating. Who else have we got? I think I seen Lynn in the chat. Hello, Lynn. Also in Scotland. And I don't know about you, Lynn, but it's been nothing but fucking wind and rain and snow and hailstones. It's crazy. It's all weathers in 10 minutes, right? Hello to you too. And Petra in the house from Macduff. Fantastic. I bet it's fucking proper windy in Macduff, right? Right on the coast of the northeast of bonnie Scotland in Morayshire. Although actually, I think Macduff might be classed as Aberdeenshire. Although I don't know. Petra can fill me in, right? And let me know. Who else have we got in tonight? Yep. Planet Guantanamo. Fantastic. Checking in from Chiapas, Mexico. We'll have to go with that. That's great. That's amazing, actually, that we have someone joining us from Mexico. Fantastic. Lynn, yep, wet, windy. Yeah, I actually seen, I think it was a new build construction site that had basically blown over in Glasgow. So yeah, the winds are very high. A lot of trampolines have now took to the streets and are marching in their numbers, right? Look out for them. Who else have we got? Draga, Banff, excellent. Yep, that is great. Who else? I seen It's Aberdeenshire. Right. Oh, Banffshire as well. Yeah, I should have really known that, to be honest. There you go. Grace, our great friend, always there with fantastic info every time without fail. Hello, Grace, and it's great to have you. So we have quite a few people in and all over the place by the looks of it. And someone else, Kerry, in America, Maryland. Fantastic. That's great. I find that crazy, really, with me sitting here in a windy and wet Elgin, right? Not many people out and about today, that is for sure. Who else have we got in the chat? Jay Hart, I did see. Yep, hello to you too. And Betty Joe, back again. Fantastic, Betty, who is in Oklahoma. Great stuff. That's amazing. That is. It's really, I find that staggering, to be honest. I don't know why, but there you go. Who else have we got? Sandra D and Zakia, I think is how you pronounce your name. Sorry if I got it wrong, but I think it's Zakia, right? So great to have you and thank you for joining. Who else? I think I missed someone. Sandra, where are you? Yeah, my grandparents were from Scotland. Fantastic. Are you in America? I think just about everyone in America has Scottish grandparents. It's great. It's always a good conversation to have. They like their heritage, which is fantastic. Who else have we got? Jay, yep, and Grace. Great stuff. But I did think we could look at one or two bits today. So if my technological skills are any good, what we will have a look at is Willie McRae. If you have not heard of Willie McRae in the past, then you're about to today. Yeah, Willie was murdered. There's no doubt about it, really. This week is the 35th anniversary of his murder, as you can see by this tweet. Actually, can you? I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I think you can. So hopefully you can see it, right? Let me know in the chat if you actually. I'll be able to check. Yeah, I think it should be sharing now. Oh no, what have I done? Just bear with me, right? Let me know if you can see the screen share. It should be sharing, right? Yeah, it is. Fantastic. We got there in the end. But the tweet is from Craig Murray, who I believe did know Willie McRae. And he said, remember Willie McRae, this is the 35th anniversary of his murder by the UK Secret Services. Or, for those who dislike conspiracy theories, of the day he shot himself in the head, then wiped his fingerprints from the revolver and threw it 20 meters through the car fucking window. Right. So what they try and say is that Willie McRae committed suicide on the way to his holiday retreat. And yeah, I don't buy it. What they try and say is that he crashed his car while being drunk and couldn't face the humiliation because he was high profile and fighting for independence in the SNP, right? So he decided to top himself on the way to his holiday home in the middle of fucking nowhere. Right? This is Willie's car. This is from the scene. And I don't know. But again, actually, what I will do is get rid of that comment. Sorry, but it kinda is in the way. They're quite big, but we will jump back to the comments again if I can get onto them. What do I do again? I am terrible at this. Comments. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Sorted. Fantastic, right? We got there. So if I jump back to the car, this is it. In fact, I will just get a drink if you bear with me, right? It's not cappuccino. This time it's juice. Right, there we go. Sorted. Anyway, this car, in my opinion, has clearly been involved in a head-on collision of some sort. The back window is smashed as well. So what we will now look at is this photo here, as well, another photo from the scene. And I don't know, again, like I say, I'm no crash expert whatsoever, but that looks like it's been placed there straight up, which is funny because you'll hear that mentioned again, because what we will look at is part of a documentary about the murder of Willie McRae, because that's what it was. There's no doubt about it. There is no way this guy committed suicide. So what we will go to now is, actually, I need to make sure that it is, that you can hear it. First on floor, Scottish Eye presents new evidence on the mystery surrounding the death of L&Nc activist. Right, just I'll pause it now. But can people actually hear that video that I'm playing? If you let me know. And I can see my stepbrother Danny is in the chat. Great to see you, Danny boy. You will like this Willie McRae documentary. We won't cover it all. Well, we will, kind of. But there's a few bits of interest, I thought. So it was very low, was it? So if I turn it up, and that should be better, maybe, yeah? Do you think? It's usually the way to go about it. So if I'll play it now, and then let me know in the chat if the audio is okay. Yeah, I don't think it's that great, the audio, to be honest, which is a pity, really. What I will do is just kind of go over it, because I think I may have I may have done something wrong, but let me see if I remove this, right, and then add it again. No. I really should practice these things, but there you go. If I screen share and share audio, application window, share. We will try one more with the audio of the documentary, and then if not, I'll just kind of go over it and we'll discuss it a wee bit. Right? That's a bit of a bugger, that. But hey, I guess that's the way it fucking goes. Or that's life, but not as we know it. Right? So, once again, let me know in the chat if you can hear the audio okay.
And set off for a little cottage in Kintail on the west coast of Scotland. He's never to complete the journey. That day, Willie McRae drove to his death.
Yeah, I think it's too low, to be honest. Or I just can't seem to get it right with the audio. So what we will do is give it a miss. That's a bit of a pity, that. I do recall seeing parts of this documentary with my late father, who was the first person I heard speak of Willie McRae, but I didn't know much about him then. I just knew that my dad thought that Willie McRae had been murdered rather than the official narrative, which is that he committed suicide. Right? Sure. Why not? As you do, right? On your way to a holiday retreat. No, I can't buy it. And in this documentary, it tells you about Willie, who was a great advocate for Scottish independence and a bit of a hero in the independence scene. He knew that Scotland, it was her given right that she should be an independent nation, but she fucking ain't. And whether or not that will change in the future is another story. I guess time will tell, right? And Willie, as well as fighting for Scottish independence, he was very big in campaigning against the use of nuclear weapons. And some people do think, well, first of all, if we go to, actually, to begin with, even this guy at the beginning, who, if I put that to the full screen, that might be a wee bit better. But there's a guy at the beginning who actually came across this guy here, who's a witness, basically. He came across, someone waved him down while he was travelling to Skye with a passenger who was a friend. And an Australian tourist waved him down and said, "There's someone in a car over there dying." And this guy goes over and checks it out. And he says basically that to his surprise, it was a person that he knew, which was Willie McRae, because this guy was also involved with the SNP. And I found that pretty strange, to be honest. Of all the people, of all the places in Scotland, in the middle of fucking nowhere, it happened to be basically one of his colleagues, which was Willie McRae. And then it went to the PF, the Procurator Fiscal, and if I hide this, yeah, and they basically said there was no foul play or suspicious circumstances whatsoever. Would you believe that? It's crazy, really. This is the guy again that found him, basically. I think I might have to check him out a wee bit more, to be honest. And this was the girl that was in the car with him. And from there, from the interviews they done, I I just found it hard to believe. Uh, do I think they're lying? Possibly. Right? Their stories seem a bit strange, in my opinion, at least. And the guy that made the documentary did actually say to the witness, this guy, did the car look like it had been placed where it was? And the guy replied, well, I wouldn't like to say. That's what he said, basically. Right? So I don't know. And he also described bits of paper ripped up that were lying beside the car with Willie's name and other things. And I just find it a bit strange that this guy's pulled up to a colleague, basically, who is dying, and he's scurrying about the car looking for what? Evidence? It all sounds very strange, in my opinion. And Willie's friend, a good friend of Willie's, this is her here. I can't remember her name. What's her name? Mary. She had said that, well, I don't know if you can read it, but everything was going well for Willie. No problem whatsoever. Doing great. Fucking basically flying high, right? Winning with everything and fighting the campaign with passion. Real fucking Scottish passion, right? But so they reckon, and this another good friend, this lady here, is convinced that he was murdered and said that there's no way he would have committed suicide. And these people were very good friends of Willie's and they knew him well. And the first lady, Mary, did say that a few days, if we go back, a few days before Willie got murdered, bugger, where is it? He had said to Mary that he had them this time. He had something on the British establishment and they weren't getting away from it. So I do wonder, what was it? And she does say that it was just a few days before he got murdered that he said that. So I have always thought or wondered even what it was that Willie knew or stumbled across. A lot of people think that it was in relation to the dumping of nuclear waste in Scottish waters, basically. And I guess maybe that could be enough for them to take him out, including the fact that he was promoting Scottish independence, which would be bad news for the British establishment. So getting rid of Willie would kind of make sense. The fucking Secret Service would get the call, basically. But I think it's something more. And I kind of don't want to say just yet what I think it might be. But what I will say, I mean, I could be wrong, really. But then again, I could be right. And if I'm right, I could be the next fucking Willie McRae on my way to a holiday retreat. And I decide to pick up a revolver on the way, right? I suppose I shouldn't laugh about that. But I do kind of have a theory that I haven't seen. I don't think anybody has mentioned similar. I kind of want to say, but I also don't want to. I haven't really got enough on it yet. But all I will say at the moment is that it could have been to do with drugs. And more importantly, the supply of drugs. Right? All the fucking drugs. basically, into Scotland. I could be wrong, but there's a few things that have made me come to that conclusion, and I will in the future get into it. So if you want to check out, I think if I look at the chart, my good friend I Spy has put some links in regards to Willie McRae. And this documentary is a two-part. So that's the first, which is only not even 10 minutes. And there is a second part, which is this one, right? It was in two parts on Channel 4 back in 1991, right? So a wee while ago now. But yeah, check it out if it interests you, right? Because we will be touching on this again in the future. This guy here, he was an interesting character, a great friend of Willie McRae. And if I put he said something that always sticks out in my mind when I think about it. Where is it? I'll have to try and find it now. I'm never going to find it. But he basically said, the documentary, the interviewer asked him if Willie McRae had any enemies. And he basically paused and said, well, all great leaders have enemies. Even, I think he said, who did he say? I don't want to say because I'm probably wrong. But I think he said Mandela, even he had enemies. So would that make Mandela a bad person? Who knows, right? So we will get into Willie McRae in the future, definitely, because it's something, especially when I was a big player. Well, not a player, but involved with fighting for independence. Willie McRae is an idol, really, and he will not be forgotten. Fucking no way. And yeah, I will try my best to get to the bottom of it. And yeah, if I go on a holiday retreat in one of them Volvos, look out, right? But we will. There's a photo there of Willie as an activist fighting for independence, as we all should, I would say. To be honest, that's my opinion. Just not via the SNP, because they are corrupt to their fucking core, big time. So let's jump back onto the chart, right? If you just give me a sec, I'll get another drink. And we will check what the score is, right? Not with Arsenal, but with the chart. Okay. Tonight, even, we will run till about 9:30, 9:45. I don't want to go any later than 10 o'clock because I usually watch a live stream myself, trigger warning at 10 o'clock. So I don't really want to, not step on their toe because I want to watch it myself, right? But I don't really want to clash with any other live streams. But hey, I guess that's the way it is, right? And yeah, we will go with it. Although I did say the other week, we might move it to 9 o'clock or 9:30 and go till 10:30, and it'll be about an hour. But in saying that, I think last time it was about fucking 2 hours. So God only knows, right? We'll just have to see. I think I got even carried away in the chat. I'm trying to blame you, but there you go. Where were we? Yep, I will go through some comments. It's great to see everyone and the same faces as well. That's comforting to know that you've came back after having to suffer me in a live stream, right? Fantastic. What else have we got here? I think we covered that one. Yep. Hello, Kerry, J Hart. Who have we got? And Grace. What is Grace saying? The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Cool Amish country here. Hello, fellow Yanks. The Yankees. Is it racist to call American people Yankees? Right? I don't know. I'd imagine in today's fucking agenda, it probably is. I have been asked, do you get offended if someone calls you a jock? And the answer is no, right? As long as I can call them whatever the fuck I want. And if they get offended, then they can go and get to fuck, right? Because I wouldn't care, basically, right? If people get offended, then that's their choice. But a lot of the time, it's not what you say, but how you say it. It's in the sort of context of it, I guess, rather than what you say. Yeah, if that makes any sense. But Pennsylvania, coal Amish country. That actually sounds like a place that I want to be, right? How much for a house in Amish country where there is no COVID? Although fact checkers say, well, there is, because someone tested positive with the ever trustworthy PCR test. Hip hip hooray, right? 3 cheers for the PCR test, I'm sure. Who else have we got? Interesting, like, yeah, Ian. Yeah, I will actually be sharing Ian's. It's not the last Jacobite live stream, but it's a different live stream that Ian's doing, which is more related to topics that people like us will be interested in, right? So I will upload that tonight, hopefully. And I don't know how many Ian's doing, but we'll continue with it. And I think it's called. I can't remember what it's called. The Lone Ranger. Ian, a very, very interesting character, Ian. And we will eventually get round to interviewing Ian. And I really do. I know for a fact that yous will like it. And it will be fucking interesting. That is for sure. And that will be better than just me talking a load of fucking bollocks, reading out the chat. Right, although we have quite a good time, I suppose, right? Where are we? Yep, so we will get Ian's video up. Great stuff. I have plenty time for Ian and Karen and everyone at the Last Jacobite. Andy, old Andy. I love Andy, actually. His crack is top notch, right? Fantastic. Wear the fox hat. I don't know. I do sometimes wear baseball caps, but only because I have to cut my own hair. Because I have cut my own hair now since the beginning of the fucking pandemic. Because, yeah, I ain't sitting in a fucking hairdresser's wearing a fucking mask. Fuck that. It ain't happening. No way. They opened yesterday in Scotland, I think, or the day before. And yeah, that's them drip feeding the freedoms back to the masses, right? And they're like, hooray! We can go to the hairdressers. I actually seen Nicola Sturgeon had tweeted a selfie of her getting her hair done. And I was thinking to myself, there's no fucking way that's the first time she's had her hair done since the pandemic or the start of this. lockdown. Otherwise, her hair would be fucking down to her shoulder or her elbow. But it wasn't. It was always the same and in perfect condition, like she hadn't been to see a hairdresser. Sure, right? I bet you any money all the politicians carried on their lives as normal and done everything that we couldn't do. Basically, where are we now? I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Yeah, quite a few now, which is great. I think we were up here. It's not racist to call Americans Yankees. Cool. That's good to know. Right? I didn't think it was, but you never know. Grow a beard, Jock Ladden. Yeah, classic. And go and live in a fucking cave, right? And plot the next terror attack on the world. Jock Ladden. That's class. I can grow quite a Taliban beard, to be honest. And it is quite ginger, although the greys are starting to appear. No surprise, right there. Thank you for that one. Grace, thank you. Yeah, the snowflakes fucking destroy everything. Let's face it. You feel like now you can't say anything to anyone in case they get offended, right? AKA Zinsomniac. Cool. Don't go wireless on anything. Yeah, that's actually a very good comment. Although, easier said than done, I'd imagine, right? What else have we got? Frank in the house. Fantastic. Another great subscriber of mine who always has good information. Actually, Frank and Grace, I think, would get joint first place for having the most comments removed by YouTube. Honestly, it's like every fucking time the comment is that on the money, YouTube remove it straight up, usually straight away. But I go on to my my fucking email, account. I just burped, but there you go. I go on to my email account and get the comment because it's there in a notification. So I then copy and paste the comment and post it in the chat and stick my finger or two fingers up to fucking YouTube. Fuck them. If they want to remove it, then I will go out my way to fucking put it back. Fucking right. They gave me 2 strikes. Yeah, that was a mistake. Right? They've got me angry with the 2 strike shenanigans, which will be up the end of May. But we're still going, although I just can't tell the truth about the wonder job. But I am, honestly, my video on the wonder job will be on BitChute because it's fucking crazy. YouTube would give me 1 million strikes because the stuff that we will be covering, it is grim. And I would, to be honest, I would only watch it if you have the nose for it, right? Which most people on this channel have certainly got. That is for sure. Anyway, what was the comment from Frank? Satellites only reflectors of ground-based antenna. And that, people, is the truth. And that, again, is why comments like Frank's get removed by the FOT police at YouTube. Where would we be without them, right? No jock means a sports person to me. Oh well, there you go. That's I have been called worse than that, so that's good, right? Totally agree with what you said about the SNP. I mean, where do you even start with the SNP? when Willie McRae was in the SNP, that's probably when they were a genuine independence party. I think in their original manifesto, the SNP said that if they could win, excuse me, a majority, just a majority in an election, then they would get independence. I'm adamant that's in their very first manifesto. And then it fucking disappeared. It's gone. And how many elections have they won where if they had, all they had to say is that a majority win in Scotland would guarantee independence? That's all they would have to do. It's pretty much there in law. I think even Theresa May said that. But the SNP have refused to do it time and time again. So basically, what the SNP are now doing is actually stopping Scotland from getting her independence. It's sad, really. I once was conned, if you like, tricked by the political agenda. It's a circus. I can't say any more than that. People get roped in quite easily. I was one of them. What is this fucking 90s virus that just came up on my computer, laptop? Can it disappear? Or will it stay there forever? I don't know why this has happened. Because I know nothing about computers. There we go. It's gone now. It was some virus from the 80s that crept up onto my laptop. But there you go. Yeah, the SNP. I did say last time they get called basically the Tartan Tories. And Nicola Sturgeon is a member of, for fuck's sake, what is this? A member of the Privy Council, which is a British establishment. It's a British council, a unionist council. Don't tell me this laptop's a way to shut down. Surely not, right? But we'll just run with it. But I think I have sorted it out now. Anyway, back to the chat. Lynn, I don't like being called a Scotch because that's whiskey. Yeah, that is true. Although I quite enjoy a single malt whiskey from time to time. When I went to the football, I would have one occasionally. Well, I'm saying one or two, or a bottle, right? But I no longer go to the football or the pubs. So I can't even remember actually the last time I had whiskey. But there you go. Maybe my time will come once again. Yeah. But I have been called worse than the Scotch, I suppose. I spy Sky. If you're worried about 5G, get yourself balanced, i.e. electronically. Get out and ground yourself. It may not be the solution, but it will help. And yeah, I can't disagree with that one bit. And not only that, if you are in a position where you're worried and anxious, then do something like what I Spy said. Get out. Go to the countryside, which is easy for me to say because I'm fucking basically in the countryside. But if you're in a big city, then it must be tough. I do feel for people stuck in these big fuck off cities. It's not for me. But then I suppose it's what you're used to, I'd imagine, and you just crack on with your life. But if you are at a point where you're struggling or worried, then by all means, try anything, really. Speak to somebody and get help. And if you're worried about 5G, escaping that, fucking hell, that will be hard. It's everywhere, to be honest. It's crazy. I think 5G is something that we will have to get into once again, right? That might be one for BitChute. Time will tell. Maybe for the backup channel. But yeah, who knows, right? Of course, 5G is completely safe. It is not dangerous in no way whatsoever. And this show is brought to you by 5G, right? Obviously, it is dangerous fucking stuff. The evidence is there, really. If people don't want to know, then they won't look. They'll fucking just carry on with their life. But people like in the chat and subscribers and myself even tend to think, well, no, I think I will have a look into this and make my own decision rather than just, I don't know, believe in the fucking BBC or the doctor that's on the fucking telly, the telly doctor, right? That the BBC roll out, the fucking expert. Sure. What else have we got? Grace. I'm not from here. My son married a PA girl and they moved here to raise their family. I'm from CA. Never been to Philly yet. Cool. Neither have I. But CA, I think, Carolina is where Grace is from, or California. I don't know. I am terrible with my geography as much as everything else, to be honest. What else have we got? I'm in Oregon. Fantastic. Hope you're well, Frank. Yep, honestly, every time Frank puts a comment, YouTube chase him away constantly. And it's the same with Grace by Faith. If Grace ever makes her own channel, follow it 100%. Hook up with Grace's channel and Frank, because honestly, they know the fucking score. That is for sure. Yeah, big time. So it's great to have people like yourselves here and on board, right? And SZ, a big shout out to SZ, who is also in California. Fantastic, right? SZ, another great person. And I think I gave him a wee spanner. So if SZ wants to post any links to his website, then by all means, post it and people can check it out, or even subscribe to his channel. He does short books, if I am correct. If it's the right person I am thinking of. If it is, I do actually have to send you an email. I have to get back to you. I have read your latest email and thank you very much for it. You're honestly very good at what you do, put it that way. So thank you very much for getting in touch and for everything that you do. And this is the guy that's done a short part in a book about the syndrome, right? So hopefully you can hook up with his website and check it out when it's ready, right? So look out for that. I will try and post a link myself. But what else have we got in the chat today? I got lost, actually. Typical, right? I've put it on the full screen. I think that's better. But I'll go up a bitty. Wait a sec. Here we go. A grounding video. Yeah, I Spy, another channel that I recommend you subscribe to. Hit him up and drop him a comment. Right? What else have we got? Grace and Petra. Is that on your channel? Yeah, I think it is. on his channel, and I have gave I Spy a wee blue spanner or wrench, if you like, so he could link it in. To be honest, now this one I have heard of this, and I have actually done this, and it's a great feeling. When we go camping, I've done this. Although you don't want to stand on a gorse bush, a spiky fucking gorse bush, if you know what that is. But yeah, from Grace, best grounding, barefoot in the woods, but need to take different measures in your homes, of course. Yep, and that is, yeah, I would advise people get out into the countryside as much as they can. I know it's easier said than done, but we really do have to find things and dig deep to pull ourselves out of any rut that we may get in or become worried, because the whole world is one big fucking worry. Let's face it, it is crazy. Everything, especially at the moment with the wonder jobs coming out of the fucking everywhere now. They're on about releasing 2 new wonder jobs in the UK, another 2 vaccines, which probably can't even be called vaccines. But there you go, and it ain't stopping. There is more to come. How many are they gonna make? Right? I thought, do these ones that they've already made, do they not work? And there is a lot really to get into. So I would advise you hit me up on BitChute. I will try and link in my BitChute channel in the chat, and you can check it out. But I think either Saturday or Sunday will be the vaccine video on BitChute. And it's grim. It is fucking grim stuff. But I ain't hiding from it. I ain't pretending like it's not happening, because the media are failing me and you big time. I know that we know this anyway, but they are hiding so much from the masses that it's sickening. It's sickening. It sickens me to my absolute fucking core, to be honest. Excuse my language, right? But yeah, let's have a wee look in the chat again. Where are we? I think I Spy shared this channel, so hit him up, right? Where are we? I think I missed a few. Lynn, I like a good rabbit hole. Yeah, but only if you can jump back out to get some fresh air from time to time, right? I see a lot of people go down these fucking rabbit holes and they never come back. Basically, they're just gone forever. It's tunnel after tunnel after tunnel, and it goes on because, of course, it's like a big fucking spider web. Everything's intertwined and connected, and deception to the fucking max. What else have we got here? Grace. I don't know anyone else who even knows of him. Well, I don't. So there you go. I'm not sure who you're on about. I may have entered a conversation at the wrong point. What else have we got? Lynn again. Yeah. Grace. Fantastic. And hey, you're still live. Yep, I am still live at the moment. If I check, yep, I am still going, right? SI Hop or Sci Hop is more like it, right? Or Psyop, maybe. Yeah, I'm still live and alive, right? I did get a comment from someone the other day saying that they thought I had been arrested. Right? So, no, I haven't been arrested. Not yet. So, yeah, I will let you know if I get arrested for anything YouTube related or other, to be honest, right? Why not? Yeah. But I did also get a comment from a guy. Where is it? I'll see if I can find it on my YouTube. Where is it? Go on to. Wait a sec. I'll try and find it. I'm unsure what video it's on. Okay, it'll take forever, to be honest. I'm just bound to be away. Wait a sec. Videos. I reckon it would be. I'll find it here and I'll be able to read it. It was on a live stream actually, not in the during the live, but after, or a couple of days after, and yeah, I don't think the guy was too impressed, but it gave me a laugh, to be honest. You can't please everyone, can you? That is for sure. But yeah, I got the comment on the first live stream that I done, and it's from someone called Whip Smart Outlook 2 days ago. So he clearly got the short straw when it came to names at birth, right? But he said, I can't support your channel. I have zero trust in my government, but you've gone way past reason with this hoax shit. In America, we've lost 560,000 souls to COVID-19. Right. My bill and Sil, emergency medical doctor and an ER nurse, have been on the front lines of this in the northeast of the US. Right. I've listened to their first-person stories of the waves of dying victims and the surge of death. Right. Do you not have a person you love and trust in the medical field? Huh. Do you have, and it goes on, this is the guy's comment. Do you have any fucking, what's happened? Actually, I just realised I pushed the wrong button. Right, here we go. Do you have any fucking idea the millions of people who'd have to be, are you ready for this one? Who'd have to be part of the hoax for it to be successful? Now, does that ring a bell with anyone in what he said there? That millions would have to be in on it for it to be a hoax. Staying deathly quiet for 14 months. Right. And he still goes on yet. And no one has given a single sensible reason for them to pull this supposed swindle beyond the lame word control. Right, because that's not enough. Clearly, now you think the vaccine is being used to inject us with a locator system? Question mark. Right. We already have a foolproof locator system with our cell phones. Right. He then says, I'd love to discuss and debate this with you. I'm not an asshole or a flag waver. Chris. P.S. It's not just you having a wrong opinion, right? You're doing great damage and you're contributing to the formation of COVID ghettos. Yep, COVID fucking ghettos. That's what I'm creating now. I'm forming COVID ghettos. And he does also say at the bottom, PPS Dracula, question mark, God help us. Now, if some of you might have seen the first live stream where I mentioned Prince Charles and I called him Dracula. And the reason I called him Dracula is because he is related to Vlad the Impaler, who Dracula is based on. Right, so I didn't just pluck it out the fucking air and think that Prince Charles drinks people's fucking blood. Right, there was indeed rhyme and reason. But the guy clearly not got a clue about anything. And that comment was on the first live stream, on the comments, on the video afterwards. So it's nice to know that I have been creating these COVID ghettos. Has anybody heard of them? Let me know where they are, right? They must be somewhere because I've yet to come across them. That is for fucking sure. But yeah, I thought I would share that comment with you. And I will jump back to the chat now, right? Yeah, I think possibly more than one, just to even function as a person, right? I need two people to help me do fucking anything, right? That's me. In terms of multitasking, I struggle, to be honest. But hey, I try my best. But thank you, Lynn. Is that a offer, right? Let me know. What else have we got? I'm using the mouse, but it's terrible. So I have to use the keypad as well. Getting longer by the day, it seems. You're not alone though. We are gonna win eventually. Yep, fucking damn straight. Straight up. Good on you. I've gone so far, I've turned into a rabbit. Yep. I've went that far. I think I'm one of them who never fucking came out, to be honest. I feel that I pop out from time to time to get air, and then you see something else, and then boom, you're back in amongst the fucking tunnels of the never-ending rabbit hole, right? It goes on forever and ever, because of course they dilute the truth, and that leaves us chasing our fucking tails all day long, not knowing what's what. It's classic deception, really. Excuse me. Let me see what else. My ears are getting long, and I love carrots. Well, they're meant to help you see in the dark. So that must be Irish carrots that you've got, maybe, right? Or wonky Scottish carrots. Right, hang tight. You seldom can control anything. But what's in our mind? What's in our own minds, hearts, and souls? That is very true. Anything else, it's out of our control. So yeah, that's a sentiment that I'd agree with. But I must have missed Petta's comment. I think. The list is long. Yep, it is. That is for sure. It never ends. Where are we now? Don't get arrested, yeah. That won't be happening. Don't worry. Well, you never know, I suppose, right? Would I be surprised if the police came to see me in regards to my channel? No, that would not surprise me, to be honest. But fuck it, I'm willing to fucking take them on. Whatever they've got to say, they can bring it. And if they want to arrest me, then so be it. I have been arrested before in the past as mostly a young teenager, right? A bit of a fucking tear away, fighting with police constantly. I used to see the police battering my friends uptown at the weekend. Every weekend, the police, if you didn't know, they have always been absolute CUNTS. Right? I won't say the word because, yeah, it's quite strong, but that's what they are. Right? That's what they fucking are. Big time. What else do we have in the chat? Yeah, the surge of death. Yeah, in regards to that guy's comment. That comment really did crack me up. It's funny. But the COVID ghettos, that was the killer. And it's funny as well because he started off the comment by saying that he can't support the channel. I didn't ask him to in the first place, but he then ends by saying that he would like to discuss and debate it with me, but not support the channel. So a bit of a oxymoron there, I think, is the word. But just clearly a fucking idiot. There's plenty of them. If the guy doesn't like the channel, then he should fuck off. But instead of that, he's got to show his cards, and he's a fucking idiot. I won't remove him, but I'll just leave him there and show him for the fucking idiot that he is. Maybe one day he will wake up and realise that, yeah, everything is not quite as it seems. That is for sure, right? What time are we on now? 7 minutes past 9 at night on the... I nearly said 20th, but it's not. It's not fucking anywhere near that. It's the 8th of April. So there you go. And yeah, thanks again. We will hang about until 2:30 or 1:45, right? And I do actually wanted to show you. I thought we could look at that, not the flight path because it's a ship, a vessel, the path, the track of the vessel ever given. So we have a wee look at that in a minute, and you can share any thoughts on the Ever Given saga or Evergreen saga, if you like. We will have a quick look at chat. Yeah, that's probably what it is. But I basically told him to fuck off, right? But in a sort of polite way. But he clearly doesn't know very much, which would probably make him ideal candidate for 77th Brigade, the sort of MI5 branch of social media. That's what that is, I think. I could be wrong though, right? I'm hoping you can see the comments on both screens like I can, so it's not as confusing. Yeah, the flu's gone, right? It's vanished now. Of course it ain't. It's been fucking rebranded, and it's class because the sheep, they say that the flu went away because the masks have destroyed the flu, but just not COVID. So super duper COVID defeats the mask, but flu, nope, right? Not only the masks, the sanitizing, right? That helped that helped kill the flu. But no, the flu got fucking rebranded straight up. It's so obvious that that's what's happened now, especially with them saying that the flu's basically disappeared. I seen an article about the flu not coming, and the doctor said, we waited, but it never came. There you go. But the COVID came all the way from Wuhan? Sure it did, right? Sure it fucking did, right? Maybe, who knows? Maybe it escaped from somewhere. I did also see an article about COVID. All the COVID in the world could fit into a can of Coke. That's all the amount of virus there is. That's what it said. And yeah, it had me fucking rolling about on the floor, to be honest. Here's everyone with their masks. Yeah, all the COVID in the world can fit into a can of Coke. Sure. What next? Right? There's actually a good video that I watched. This is my BitChute. But what I will do is copy this and put it in the chat. So, if you ain't subscribed over on BitChute, then fucking look out, right? But you will miss the vaccine update. Did that go in the comments there? It should have. Yeah, there it goes. So, I mean, I don't know. I know, what is it? 70 subscribers or something on BitChute, which is about right for me, to be honest. That's about actually how much I'd expect on YouTube. But there you go. Lots on YouTube. Well, not lots, but a lot more than I ever imagined, to be honest. And not just that, but great people. Fantastic people who know a lot, fucking a lot more than me. And it's been great to engage and also follow other people's journey, because it's great. I think every day we learn from each other, and I honestly think that that can only be a good thing, right? We can never stop learning. But yeah, that's my BitChute there. But Kieran Boyle, my Irish brother, I was speaking to him on WhatsApp the other night. Plenty time for Kieran. So, if you are not subscribed to Kieran on BitChute, I think actually YouTube, he is on YouTube as well, but he had his original channel. I'm pretty sure YouTube removed it. They fucking deleted him. Bastards, right? No surprises there, because Kieran, he tells the truth. So I will chuck his BitChute in the chat as well. He done a wee video today. Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking... I'm way back on Willie McRae. I'll get rid of Willie for the time being. But yeah, that's Kieran's page on BitChute. BitChute's pretty cool. Sometimes on my phone it won't work. It just straight up will not fucking work. But if I come on the laptop, it seems to be no problem. So I don't know. I am. It's growing on me, BitChute, if I'm honest. I don't know about yous, but yeah, I kind of like it now. I wasn't too keen to begin with, but they haven't removed any videos that I've put up. But I think Saturday's video will be a bit of a test for the algorithms and thought police at BitChute. Right, they will have their work cut out for them. And of course, we will be back again tomorrow with the Friday fix, right? And we'll go just now for about a half hour. I know that I'm not really looking for much people in the to be watching. But even if it's just a small amount, then it's kind of better because it's easier for me to keep up and to share and engage. If it was non-stop, I would be struggling and it would be useless, basically. So let's not make it any worse than it is. But it's great to see people coming back as well. Fantastic. Yeah, I think we got that one. This one. What I will do now actually is put it. I think that's a wee bit better for comments. Anyway, for me reading it at least. Yeah, look up bull rot fungus in cotton. Some masks cotton, but nano deployment is nose to brain, so who knows? Another platform that I use at the moment, excuse me, is Telegram. It's like a messaging service. I'll just get another drink. And nothing ever gets removed from it. And it's kind of like WhatsApp, I suppose, in a way. Probably most of you know about WhatsApp. So if you're not on Telegram, hit me up on my Telegram because we do share a lot of stuff there. And there has been a lot of videos in regards to what Frank is on about. And yeah, what's going on? This is what we say. We never really know what's coming. It creeps up upon us. We never know the half of it. So much. We know so much about vaccines. But there's always more to it. What's going on with the masks? We have touched on the fact that they're bad fucking news, straight up. And I don't wear one. Never, really. I have when I've worked in construction. Excuse me. But even then, I had to get told to wear it because I don't like it. And after researching masks, to be honest, anybody that looks into masks will then no longer want to wear one. Straight up. It's as simple as that. So anybody that is continuously wearing a mask clearly knows absolutely fucking nothing about wearing masks. And yeah, I guess they would be the ideal sheep to be controlled by the fucking government, basically. Right? Although the government, fucking hell, honest, they couldn't control fucking anything. Honestly, where do you even start with the British government and people like Boris Johnson? Oh, honestly, I feel like I should never have been roped in by the political system. But it did. It got me big time for a few years. But not now. And by all means, if people want to get involved, then, hey, eat your heart out. But be prepared. You will be let down. Big time. And, hey, the truth is always in plain sight. And it won't take you long in politics to see it for what it really is. Right, but this, if I jump back, this is seemingly the fucking, oh fuck, where are we? I am terrible at this. We'll get rid of Willie McRae for the time being. But like I said, we will touch on him again. I will never forget Willie McRae. No fucking chance. They ain't getting away with it. Not on my watch. Right? No way. It's not happening. Yeah, this. Actually, is it sharing? Yeah, it's sharing. This is seemingly the Suez Canal. I keep going to say flight path for some reason, but it's clearly not, because it ain't a fucking plane, is it? But yeah, as you can see, this is the tracking of the voyage, right, of the Ever Given container ship, which then blocked up the Suez Canal. And a lot of the stuff I've seen in regards to the voyage, the route that it took, it kind of does look like just that. A route and 2 oranges, right? But I guess also you could kind of maybe say that it's kind of like a cross or an upside down cross, even. You'd be clutching a wee bit there. But it's nothing really, but it is a really strange course to take. And it's not right, really. Something must have been going on from around this point until it decided to head off at this point. Right, so they are now, if we go to this article here, they reckon it's cost over $1 billion, this blockage. So a lot of people are going to be looking for money, compensation, right? Because they would have lost out big time. It says here that 400 boats got delayed. So what sort of effect is that going to have? Egypt. Egypt is likely to seek 1 billion in compensation. And as far as I am aware, that is where it's going now. And the crew will be arrested in Egypt. Ever Given will not be allowed to continue on her journey to the Dutch city of Rotterdam until the probe is completed. Right. As far as I'm aware, they are going to get arrested in Egypt and be detained. That's the whole crew of the ship. They could use the crew as scapegoats, but I think I seen it in that article that they're going to get the black box, and that seemingly is going to tell them what happened. But I don't know. I can't see much coming from it. I thought if we could have a look right now in terms of where it is. Its very latest positioning, live from the Suez Canal. Where is it? Ever Given. This is updated. Is it sharing actually? Let me see. Yeah, it is. Cool. Where is she? She's here. That was updated 6 minutes ago. Right, so what is it saying about her current status? Position. Let me see. It's not going at any speed. Look at that. 0.0 knots. So I'd assume that means it's anchored. It's at anchor, which is interesting actually, because as far as I'm aware, it's on its way to Egypt, so the crew can be arrested and detained. But by the looks, it says there actually that anchor, that's what it means. It's at anchor. I would imagine that means it's at, it must be if it's going 0.0 knots. I did work offshore for 2 years when I was 18 till about 20 or 21. So I know a wee tiny fucking bit, a very, very small bit about sea and ships and vessels. But again, very minimal, to be honest. It's I think I spent about a year in the North Sea, and then that was it for me. It was a month at sea, and then a month at home. But after about 2 years, it wasn't for me. Although to begin with, I sort of seen myself being at sea for the rest of my life, basically. So yeah, it just shows you, you never know what's around the corner or down the river, if you like. But yeah, it's don't say it's going to get fucking stuck again in this wee bitty here that it's coming up to. So actually, that must be Egypt. Actually, maybe they've already taken them off of the vessel, because this is Egypt here, innit? Cairo. So they may be off the vessel now and detained. So we will keep an eye on this one. It will be interesting to see what happens, and when will we begin to see the effects of this blockage, right? I wonder. So I think we will touch on Evergreen. Evergreen? Evergiven. It says Evergreen on the side. That was part of the confusion to begin with. Everyone thought it was called Evergreen, but it wasn't. It was Evergiven. A fucking red flag from the very off, right? Confusion. That's what they like to do. Anyway, we will jump back to the chat for, the last 15 minutes or so and see what the crack is, right? And let me know what you think about the ever-given situation. It keeps giving and giving. I actually think it's not done yet, that ever-given scenario. I think there could be more to come, right? So let me know what you think. Grace, my good friend, I wore a mask for a hot minute and then stopped over a year ago. No one has said one word to me, and no one here wears masks on the street or in their cars. Knock wood that it continues. Yep, definitely. And yeah, hairy wood, your head, it's the best, right? But to be honest, it's not like that here. It's fucking grim. And I honestly thought it would be like what it's like with you. And people here would say, no, I ain't wearing a fucking mask. I ain't following. I ain't complying with the tyranny. But it's very rare now that I see someone else, including myself, without a mask on. But when I do, it makes me happy. And we smile at each other, or wave even, or say, all right, how's it going? But when it comes to masked people, I'm kind of losing my patience with that, to be honest. Now when I pass a masked person in the street, I kind of look at them in disgust and shake my head and grumble, right? That's where I'm at the moment. To be honest, I'm at the point now where I don't even look at them. I just I just can't even be dealing with it. I wish these people would stop complying. When will they realise that this only ends when people realise that it's never meant to fucking end? Because it ain't. And there's a document, we might cover it tomorrow in the Friday Fix. There's a document, a government document from one of their computer modelling fucking scenarios that they've done. And it discusses a third wave and vaccinated people. Shock horror. Right, ain't that a massive fucking surprise? Sure. Is Donny still in the chat? My stepbrother. I wonder. He might be in his bed now. But he stays in a little terrible place called Inverness. It's the arch enemy of Elgin, right? It's all banter, of course. Yeah, but he stays in Inverness. It's quite a nice city, Inverness, if I'm honest. But let's jump in the chat for the last 15 minutes, like I have said already, right? Fucking, we're not getting anywhere, it seems. But here we go, I think we were here. Oh, we have Rogue Cow in the house. Fantastic. They're all freaking Masons. Yep. Could not agree more. Usually they are. That is for sure. Life is a total scam. We as people have been dumped down to the most ridiculous level. Yeah. And yeah, I can't argue with that. And to be honest, it's like a slippery slope now, and it seems to get worse every day. Shaking my head at what I'm seeing. Psyop, what are we saying? I heard somebody ate a bat in China, jumped on a plane, and sneezed in New York, and hey presto, fucking pandemic, right? Actually, that's what I was going to say earlier on when I was on BitChute. There's a David Icke video on his BitChute channel, David Icke's, and it's an interview from 2009, and it's about vaccinations and swine flu. And honestly, you'd think it was about today. It is fucking so weird. Excuse me. So, what I would advise is people check that out. I actually started listening to it, and I never even knew. It just came on. It must have followed on after a video. Autoplay, right? But I was listening to it in the kitchen, and I thought, why is he calling it swine flu? Surely it's COVID, right? But I never really clicked on. But then it was when David mentioned that seemingly it jumped from a pig on a pig farm onto humans. But then no one ever spoke about that again, right? So it was like, well, what about this story about the pig? And it's funny because, like Psyop mentions about the bat suit, right? Or the jumping from a bat to a human, then you sort of don't hear about it again. And the last we checked in regards to the WHO, they were sort of moving in another direction in terms of where the fucking COVID originated, because they don't even know. But hey, pandemic anyway, right? Let's fuck it. We'll just go with it. What does it matter, right? I did actually see a comment from a subscriber that I want to put up. Fuck, I missed quite a few, did I? But I think I was covering something. Most people are zombies. Yeah, good to have you in the house. The sheeple. Another good Bill Cooper video is Bill Cooper discussing the launch of the movie Mars Attacks. I did share it on my community, so check it out. It's fantastic. It's Bill Cooper at his best, really, in my opinion. So, hello to most people are zombies. Of course they are. That is, I cannot fucking argue with that one bit. Grace. If we let ourselves become things on the Internet of Things and use our IDs which represent our legal fictions, we will become idiots. Classic. Oh, that's an absolute fucking belter, that one. Oh, that is wow, take it away. Grace by faith, right? Top marks for that one. Yeah, basic. I mean, we laugh about it because if we don't laugh, then we'll cry. But at the end of the day, this is people are already basically living online. This is what they want, and even Elon, like I said before, he basically said we're already androids already. It's only going to get worse with him and his fucking neuro chip lace, the neural lace or brain chip, right? That they've been testing on pigs, funnily enough. But yeah, I did see a comment that I wanted to. It wasn't necessarily the comment, it was the person I wanted to share his channel. Petra knows the score. Yep. See you next Tuesdays, right? Or Thursday. UK has gone full totalitarian. Yeah, I could not agree more. They used to say the totalitarian tiptoe. It ain't that anymore. It's a fucking sprint now. That is for sure. Your channel is cutting edge. Wow. That's I'm very flattered by that. So thank you, aka Zinsoniac. Right, that's very kind of you. I'm not used to compliments, to be honest. So thank you very much. What have we got here? Let's see. Grace. Yeah, I can't find the guy that I wanted to mention. Bugger. Where is it? And who's trying to get in my door? It's either my son Billy or my daughter Lola. They do know that I'm recording. So let me see. Yeah, maybe I should have muted my mic and played it. What I will do is practice. Go away and just practice everything in my life and come back again and see how that goes, right? But yeah, that's probably a good shout. Thank you, Frank. But I do want to share the guy's channel. If you just bear with me, I have shared it before. Here, where is it? I can't remember the name of it off by heart. That's what's annoying. Went way back. It's just I can't find it now. But he does great videos on Freemasons and Illuminati, stuff like that. An English guy, but I've forgotten his name. My apologies. I thought I seen him in the chat, but maybe I was fucking I was imagining things, right? Maybe I've confused myself. Which, yeah, that would be a first. So fear not, right? But I will now try and catch up with the chat, right? Yep, I think we. Yep, Rogue Cow, good to see you. Yep, it is indeed 100%. What's not really these days? It's unbelievable. You wouldn't even trust the fucking weatherman to tell you the truth. What else have we got? Yeah, I think we got to about here. Then I went looking for a comment that didn't even exist, right? Oh, well, there you go. Happy days. But yeah, thank you again to everyone who's jumped on. It's been great again, catching up and sharing. If there's anyone who's got anything to share, just chuck it in and I will fire it on the screen. Right, and yeah, tomorrow we will get into the Friday fix, the 41st episode. So, had quite a few now. It's going. Thank you, I Spy. Another comment here. Grace by Faith. Not been sick since 2016 when I got pneumonia. It was an eye opener. I changed my diet and haven't even had a cold. Fantastic. Yep. So I take it that you had quite a bad diet before that. And yeah, a bad diet, you're asking. I can't see anything really, but we are all asking for trouble if we have a bad diet, straight up. Who else have we got here? Yeah, the worms, the wee worms. Yeah, I did see. I have seen it. I don't think YouTube have been removing any of that stuff yet. But I did see someone say that it was some sort of fiber fungus or something. But a lot of the videos are really strange. There's one with the PCR test and the fucking fibers that are on that. That's why, as well, I said about the Telegram group, because all the videos in regards to the PCR test and the weird fucking nano worms that are in these masks are all on BitChute and Telegram. But I don't know. I might cover it in the Friday fix tomorrow. And yeah, I like your photo, Lynn, of the wee mallard duck, I think, right? We get ducks flying by here quite a lot. There's a big sort of lake not far from where I stay. What else have we got? Yep, agreed. He is bang on, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Good for taking the pee. Yep. Always good for taking the pee. What have we got? I just wore handkerchiefs. Cut them in half. What, as a mask? Is that what you're on about? I wouldn't even bother with that, really. Although, I mean, where I stay, I think only once I've been asked about a mask from a lady, an older lady. And she asked me, and I said no. And she said, no, that's fine. But I know people do experience problems, and they say, well, I just wear it because I can't be arsed with dealing with folk or causing any trouble, really. And I guess that's up to them. But no, fucking don't. Do what you feel is right. If you feel it's not right, then don't do it for someone else's fucking benefit, right? Because there is actually an article that came out this week or last week, and it was basically saying that these masks are toxic waste, That's what it is. That's what you're breathing in, seemingly. It's microplastics. That's what they're made out of. And we've touched on microplastics and microfibers many times now because they're in the fucking, it's in the media a lot every week, just about now. So it ain't going away. That is for sure. Like, let's just say that there will be more to come. Maybe we will touch on microplastics tomorrow in the Friday Fix, right? So let me just catch up on some comments because I missed heaps. Actually, I am way fucking behind in comments. So I'll just go like to the front, basically. Who have we got at the very front? Pineapple balls, fantastic. That's some set of balls. That is for sure. But yeah, really enjoying this show. Fantastic. Great to have you. I'm glad that you can enjoy it. It's a relaxed affair. Nothing crazy, right? What else? Nemesis 1122. Great to have you. I used to carry an inhaler if they asked me, but now I just totally dismiss them. Yeah, that's exactly what to do. I did as well carry a exemption card just in case it got out of hand, really. Say, like, I don't know, an old lady hitting me with a fucking handbag or something like that. If it was someone my age or a guy, it would be an argument or a fight even. But an old lady, I certainly wouldn't hit. So I do have a card, although I don't carry it now. But my wife also, she does have one because she's not fucking stupid either. And she knows that the masks are bad news. She can tell just wearing it from her own body is telling her. This is what, in fact, two nurses. I went to see, how long have we got? Fuck, we kind of went over. I went to see my brother who suffers quite a lot with mental illness. I'm actually his next of kin with my father not being here today because he used to look after my brother. But when I went to see him, I managed to go at the same time as his two nurses that come and see him. And yeah, I had quite a interesting conversation with them, which started off okay and was okay for the majority of it. But at the end of the conversation, they were almost advising my brother to take the wonder job, which you could imagine I wasn't too impressed with, right? So that could be a bit of a problem. But my brother will make up his own mind. If he wants to take it, then they'll give him it. But I'm unsure where I stand as being his next of kin. I don't know if I can say, no, he's not getting it. I don't think I would say that because, hey, it's his choice, really. If he wants to get it, then he can get it. But I think my brother would probably not get it, to be honest. The nurse actually said, oh, well, your brother Brian has a heart condition, so he should get it. And yeah, I fucking almost lost my temper big time when she said that. I will get into this again in the future, but in terms of the masks, both of the nurses told me that they hate wearing the masks and have basically been told that they're going to be wearing them indefinitely. So forever. And then both of them said as well, oh, we've even had our 2 doses of the Wonder Jab, but we still have to wear our mask. Oh, That is a shame, right? Sure. But hey, you'd think that a nurse, quite an experienced nurse, would know that continuously wearing a mask ain't going to help anyone. And that's the fucking truth, right? Andrew, hello, brother. Great having you. Not any new info other than numbers here in Texas. We supposedly have 19,000 unaccompanied illegal children. I don't think that all those kids just decided to walk all the way here by themselves. That's an interesting one. I heard something about this last week, and I remember when I watched fucking sleepy beastie fucking Joe Biden, his big speech that he done. He was on about this as well. And it was fucking really weird. Very strange, actually. So I think that could be something that we will look into in the future, right? And see what the script is. Yeah, it was. A mallard, cool. It photobombed you. Excellent. I do love ducks. Unfortunately for ducks, I do also like to eat them, right? But not often. It's not often that I eat meat. But duck is probably one of my favourite of all meats to eat. But I do love them as well in the wild, right? Seeing them, it's great. I don't like seagulls. They are terrible. They attack everyone. At the moment, uh, they're laying eggs and mating. Well, I think they're mating just now. So once they start laying, they fucking attack everyone and swoop and dive bomb and steal sandwiches from people's hands, which is quite funny until it happens to you, right? It's not nice when it's kids. It can be quite intimidating. A big fucking seagull swooping you and attacking you. Old people as well have been attacked in the past. It's actually quite a big problem here in Morayshire. The seagulls, they are crazy. They like carry knives and fucking tasers, right? So look out for the Murray seagulls if you come across them. Anyway, we have kinda ran over. So I think, yeah, worms. Yeah, weird fucking fibers is probably a way to describe it that seem to have a mind of their own. That's the only way I can describe it. If somebody can maybe chuck a link, maybe they already have in the chat, to some BitChute videos of the worms. That's basically what they are. But I have seen ones where they don't seem to be active. It's like a black thread that's not active until it's in liquid or heated, and then it becomes active. But it's all very if and maybe and could be. But I mean, Jesus, I wouldn't put it past them. Some of the videos are quite worrying, to be honest. And the PCR test, could we be seeing now effects from that? Because I might touch on it tomorrow, but there's been mysterious brain diseases popping up. I'd imagine they will put it down to long COVID. Hip hip hooray, right? Happy days. Anyway, I'll jump to the chat. Thank you to everyone. Child sniffing Biden. Child sniffing dementia Biden. Yeah, that's him. Couldn't put it better myself. I Spy. Thank you, I Spy. And thank you to Petra and Psyop. Thank you for popping in and sharing your information. Great stuff. Where are we? As said, regarding your previous comment, not the one about birds. Ah, okay. So I must have got confused with that. which doesn't take much. There you go. Yeah. Oh, that might make sense. Automatically. Yes. Why do they get the moral high ground automatically? Ah, that's in reply to Nemesis. Yeah. The Swans. Fuck. So they went for the Swans as well. Fuck, you'd think the Swan would sort the Seagull out. But I guess if there's that many, then the Swan would just think, nah, fuck that. I ain't hanging about. But yeah, they're really bad. They're clearly bad where you are as well. They're on about maybe doing something about it here in my local area. What that would involve, I'm unsure. Possibly a cull, just fucking wipe them out. They're, I hate calling them vermin, but they kind of are, especially when they're mating and their chicks can be everywhere and they just fucking attack everyone. I mean, fuck off to the sea, right? And be a fucking seagull. Why are you hanging about here beside fucking Burger King? I actually remember reading an article about seagulls and how they are now so aggressive and angry because they've been eating fucking McDonald's and Burger King for fucking years and years, right? It's turned them absolute mental. I remember reading that a few years back. I shit you not. What else have we got? Just thank a few more people and shoot off, right? Thank you, Pineapple Balls. Great having you. Love the name. Thank you, Petra, once again. Crispy duck. Oh, now you're talking. And with that sauce, is it a plum sauce? Yeah, it's mouth-watering stuff. The lovely wee ducks, eh? Where would we be without them? They're great animals and very tasty. That is for sure. So thank you to Lynn and to Petra and to I Spy, who has always been there. Great stuff. Check out his channel if you get a chance. And thank you to the main man, Frank, YouTube's most removed, him and Grace. Without a doubt, I shit you not. YouTube fucking hate them more than me, even. But we'll find a way. Where there's a will, there is a way. That is for sure. And thank you to SZ. Thanks for popping in and sharing your information. Right, it's been great. Again, the time is always flies in, which is crazy. But there you go. What is it now? Just about 2 hours. So yeah, I think we will call it a night. Otherwise, I'm going to be here forever speaking to you. Which, hey, why not, right? Fuck it. But yeah, I think we will now shoot off. And I will catch you tomorrow for the Friday fix. And it will be on my original channel, this one, right? So look out for it. I Spy RFB is on BitChute. Yep, he does have a channel on YouTube, but it's more to do with off-road vehicles, I think, or prepping, maybe. A busy man, RFB. RFB, I've actually followed Richie for years and years, even though I'm not a religious person or anything like that. I still follow a lot of these people, and yeah, I absorb as much as I can and take it from there, basically. I did kind of have a wee fallout with Richie from Boston in his chat one time, where basically Richie was saying that I think I had put a comment saying that I wasn't fucking accepting the situation for what it is, and I wanted to fight against the fucking tyranny and not accept the situation Whereas Richie was kind of like, well, there's nothing you can do. It's it's in it's in the hands of the big man now. So whatever you do, it doesn't matter. But I kind of have a different view. I think what we do does matter. And a lot of people might be able to say, hey, I'm ready for the day of reckoning, but I ain't. I ain't done. And I ain't happy with the way things are going. Believe it or not, I am really angry about the current situation in regards to the world and humanity as a whole. And the biggest worry for me is the future for my kids. That's the bottom line, really. If I didn't have children, I probably wouldn't even be here now speaking. I would be lying fucking dead in a ditch on drugs or drunk somewhere, lying in a ditch on drugs. That would be it. That's the way most people go in this town at the moment. The fucking death rate, the drug death rate, it is eye-watering. Let's just put it that way. It is so bad in Scotland. It's that fucking Nicola Sturgeon. I don't know how she sleeps at night. Probably on a big pile of fucking money that's soaked in blood that's been given to her by the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. Fucking no doubt about it. Right? Anyway, went a wee bit off there. But yeah, Richie. Yeah, I recommend Richie. Definitely. Some people don't like him. That's fine. You don't have to like everybody. I think Richie had a fallout with a call for an uprising in the past. I have had a call for an uprising on this channel and wishing me all the best. And yeah, so you're in good company there if you like a call. He's another one that I followed for years. Another one was the late Jeff Censored, the Canadian guy who passed away only a few months ago. Jeff was great. I really, I always enjoyed Jeff's live streams. They were great. They were fantastic. And I would be lying if I didn't say that Jeff was a bit of an inspiration to me, biting the bullet with the live stream and even a call for an uprising. Even though we maybe won't agree on everything, hey, we're all just worried about humanity. And that's enough for me to listen to what these people have to say, right? Even if they are religious, that's fine by me. I've got nothing against that. Like I did say last week about my dad, who was a born again Christian, my late father. Yeah, so I will support anyone with whatever it is they do. Yeah, definitely. So thank you. Again, we went away off in one, and I went over time once again. But yeah, I'd imagine now that we will call it a night, right? So thank you again to everyone. ZS, sorry, SZ, right? I will hit you up with an email in the next few days. And Nemesis, thank you for joining. And Lynn, Grace, I Spy Sky, and yeah, Pineapple Balls, and everyone else that I mentioned. Apologies if I missed anybody. Thank you, aka Zinsoniac, right? Appreciated having you, my friend. Thank you to the fantastic Grace by Faith and to everyone else. It has been great and an absolute pleasure, as always. Anyway, I will catch you tomorrow for the Friday fix. All right? So that is about it. Bye-bye.